We're still learning about space, but this time we're going to learn new vocabulary items in order to learn more. How are we going to do that? By reading sentences and trying to discover the new vocabulary items. خلينا نقرأ الجمل مع بعض. On the side is the first one. It's easy to float on the Dead Sea. You can just lie back on the water without having to swim. To float is to stay on the surface of something, like just in the Dead Sea. You will not be drowning anytime soon. So you're going to stay on the surface, maybe of water, or to go through the surface or through air. يعني تطفو بالهواء. So the meaning will be, yes, طفو. To float means طفو. Number 2, the fence is going to fall apart if the storm gets any worse. What does it mean? Fence معناها السور اللي بيحيط أي محل. If the storm comes, it's going to fall apart. To fall apart means to be destroyed into small pieces. يعني يتحطم. To fall apart معناها يتحطم. This is the second verb. To float is a verb and to fall apart is a verb as well. Let's move to number 3. NASA's space shuttles flew to and from space 135 times over 30 years ago. Sorry, over 30 years. Now, space shuttles are vehicles that go into the sky or to space and rooms around. Now, what do we call it in Arabic? We call it المركبة الفضائية. So space shuttles, المركبة الفضائية. My car is like scrap. It's old and useless. Now, old and useless, scrap. This is the meaning of scrap. An item that is no longer useful, it's useless, and it's old, and you have to get rid of it. We call it in Arabic الخردة. 5, our old car will be taken to the scrapyard because it can't be driven anymore. We talked about scrap. So scrap, yard, both, connect them both. What would you find? You find that yard is a space and scrap is in the space. So we call it ساحة الخردة. It's very easy if you think of it and refer back to the word before. Both of these words are nouns. نسميهم أسماء لمحلات معينة أو أشياء معينة. 6. Orbital debris is dangerous. Something could hit a spaceship and cause a lot of damage. Debris is a waste. Orbital debris means it's a waste in the space that roams around. So what do we call it? نسميها نفايات فضائية. 7. You will need some screws and screwdriver to fix the table. In order to fix your table, you will need screws, يعني زي مسامير, and a screwdriver in order to make it into the place. So what do we call it in Arabic? مفك براغي. Well done, everyone.